Good afternoon, all. Welcome to High Noon, the live draw. It may not be noon where I'm from, but the guy that's with me today, it's noon where he's from. So we're doing High Noon, not directly from him, but Brandon Bellinger, the BB
Yes.
gun. He's brought the BB gun for us by being the BB. Today, it's time to get punished on live draw.
Oh, let me guess.
Uh,
Punisher?
yes. I decided to do him because of I've been watching second season of The Punisher.
I haven't even seen that yet.
So, have you seen the first season?
I have not seen the seasons at all. I've seen Daredevil, Iron Fist, and Luke Cage, but I have not seen that.
Oh, so you haven't seen Jessica Jones or The Defenders either?
No, I haven't seen those yet either.
Ah. Well, you're missing a lot. And of course, The Punisher. Punisher season 1. It's a lot. Punisher season 1, there's a lot more, I think, language, if I remember correctly. But season 2, there's not as much language. There's still a lot of blood and guts and stuff because of it being the Punisher. So I'm going to switch over to my camera that allows you to see me artwork while I draw. So are you going to draw anything today, Brandon?
I'm going to try if I can find my pencils. Speaking of which, let me go see if I got that pack still. I want to see if I have it.
And welcome to whoever is out there viewing us. Okay, so today we've got the Punisher. I'd ask how everybody what everybody thinks of the Punisher, but there's nobody here.
Alrighty, got my pencil. I finally found it. Let me get a quick.
Hey, Mighty Geek, drop the accent. Okay.
You guys see me? I am drawing.
I don't even know why I was doing the accent.
This thing hates me. I'll be happy when I get a much better setup where I can have like a little stand, like kind of what you guys so you can show people what you're drawing.
Yeah. Well, I got my. I think I got this one from the dollar store, so you might be able to get one for you too there at the Dollar Tree. Or I paid $4 for it at the dollar store, or as they more become as a discount store. And it is going good. Oh, we got Kronos here. Just got a 16-year-old game working. Can't stream it. However, laugh out loud. %90 of the streams users can't get it working. Oh, that's too bad, I guess.
Let's see.
So I am doing the Punisher today, people. that are just tuning in, what does everybody think of The Punisher? I'm in the middle. I'm almost done watching season 2 of The Punisher from Netflix.
The only Punisher I really seen that I forgot to mention, I only saw the movies.
Yeah, there's been like I think 3 movies.
I think 2, as far as I know.
Well, there was the one in the 80s.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that one. I did see that. Yeah, I seen 3 of them. My error.
And then there was a new one, and then one off of that, Punisher Warzone.
Yeah, I knew I missed something somewhere. My error. Hmm.
Now let's see, Cronus. If anyone has it and wants patch the program into a directory, it took 2 months to get this software. Ulrich says, I'm just going to be listening today. I overdid worked myself. Was so worn out. I didn't even make my daily video drawing videos. Oh, sorry that we overworked you. Well, more accurately, I guess, sorry you overworked yourself.
Okay, let's see.
Since we can't make you do anything. Oh.
Damian Wayne.
Oh, we got Brandon's face.
Okay, I'm gonna try and attempt to draw a Robin from Batman: The Brave and the Bold, but this one's gonna be the Damian Wayne in the Tim Drake outfit.
Oh, cool.
I really don't know why they did that.
So you're gonna have Damian Wayne robbing Tim Drake or Dick Grayson.
Cartoon. Wait. Yeah, I'll probably be doing good enough. Okay. This is gonna be based off one of my favorite artists, known as Phil Cho. Let's see if I can. Oh, there's gonna be a pain in the butt.
Hello. And it's sad that Booster only won. So who finds it sad that Booster only won silver last night?
Not me, because I wasn't there. I don't know what happened.
Yet you still could find it sad. You may not know until just now, but you can still find it sad. He got 2 of my votes, so, and I was shilling for him the whole time. So. Yeah, he was like 20 votes off. Because too many people didn't realize they were supposed to be voting for Booster.
trying to find a good reference for Robin. It's hard.
What are you typing in?
I'm trying to find the best anime version of Robin that I can use from, like, see which one's easier. The one for Dick Grayson Robin looks easier, but it's kind of tilted, and I like my stuff being straight up.
What are you typing to find your stuff? Yeah, I'm sure if you type, oh, you might have to type DC Robin because yeah, if you type just Robin in the thing or Robin Comics or something like that,
Okay.
like just typing regular Robin, you probably just gonna get the bird, the real bird.
Okay, I got it. Which one is that? I never saw that one before. Pretty good.
Hello, model. Model is in the chat.
Hello, model. Ah, here we go.
Did that new type of
Yeah, that's
putting in
one.
those couple of what was that?
You talking to me?
Did that work putting in DC or comics or something
Yeah, I
like
did.
that?
I typed in DC Robin. It came out with cartoon because I was trying to find animated, and it came out right. Okay, so
Yeah, that's when you're doing something like that. That's got another meaning. You got to be careful. Well, not so much careful, but model says, Brandon, charge your phone.
my phone is charged. I charged it
It's
before I even came on here.
charged. It's large and in charge.
Yeah, I heard that
Don't know
one
what it's
from
in charge.
the game I played before. It was Ben Family
Hey,
Force
Lorenzo.
when Humongousaur went ahead and said large and in charge. Is that line big enough?
Hey, my man. Rick, do you have a complete list of original characters like references with name sheets and costumes? Sort of. John talks in. What are we drawing, peeps? I am drawing Punisher
And
and
I'm drawing
Brandon
Robins.
there. Although we can't see what he's drawing, he tells us he's drawing Robin.
Tempting to. I got the almost face. I'm just doing the face right now. When I do get a
See
camera,
that?
oh, okay.
Go ahead.
I was
See
gonna
that
say,
filing cabinet?
yeah.
I moved it. But man, that filing cabinet there, if you can see it, has pretty much all my characters in. Plus, I have them on my computer file folder for each of them. Oh, we got ERTs here. Yeah, lots of people today. Well, we've only got 7 so far. Cabinet. Rick, move the cabinet with his mind.
Okay, I see what you do there.
But yeah, I have some references, a lot of references. Why are you wondering, Mutt? Why would you think that, model? Why would you think Manny would be threatened by little old me?
Has anyone found it weird that he hasn't sent us a link to join for stuff at all?
Well, he's not in this thing unless you're in his doghouse. Unless you're on his thing, you're not get. It would be cool to see a complete list, just because I'd like to see how many you've come up with. Well, I can sort of help you out with that. I don't think it's an exhaustive list, but let's see. I will show you right now, my friend. Sort of. Oh.
I don't know why is everyone in the doghouse?
Just
I
so
don't
I
get.
can, give me a second here.
All right.
I gotta change things up here. Documents. Characters. View list. Okay, now I'm gonna share my screen here. Yeah, I was on the other day on thing, but he had to send it to me directly. Apparently, somehow I got unsubscribed from him. Although I'm not unsubscribed, but unfollowed from him on Twitter. I know I didn't do it, so I don't know what happened there. Here is pretty much a list of Muttman. Here's pretty much a list of all my heroes. I might have a couple extra that aren't on here yet.
Oh, sorry. Hang on.
Manny says he has dozens. That was just heroes, Mutt. This is villains, and again, I don't think that's all of them either. I know I've got more villains somewhere. And the other thing about these is there's the names. Most of them don't have their bios behind them. I might have an idea or two what I want to do with them. And then this is a list here of I want to do my own version of Transformers. This would be my list of Autobots. Here. Here is be a list of my Decepticons. They're called Dematons.
Wow. Cow.
Let's see. I've got my Angels because I am going to do the spiritual at some point. They're going to be in the background. I'm not sure. I'm not planning really doing a major book on them.
So there's Dematons. Where are the names for the good bots going to be named? Angel bots or something like that?
No, Alphatrons.
Oh, okay. I was wondering because that does sound really cool. Don't get me wrong. That sounds really cool.
Here's my demons that I have. And of course, we have supporting cast. This is just for 7 books. There might be a name or two in there that's for other ones later that I might use, but
Oh,
I don't think so. You all right there, Brandon?
yeah, my phone just moved on its own for no reason. Gave me a jump scare.
So stop sharing. So that is a bit of an exhaustive list. Like I said, it's not. I don't think they're 100% all the way there, but that okay. That's coming from Brandon. I think that noise.
Hang on, I'm gonna mute the thing. Hang on, give me 1 second. What do I do here? Mute for 1 hour. Okay. That should take care of it.
Let's see whether we can catch up. What time zone are you in now? Okay. John Tuck just subbed. Uh, and anybody that's got the link who wants to pop in, feel free. Right, guys.
Yeah, everyone is texting on Manny's chat thing and all that jazz. That's what that noise was, the buzzing. I don't get is like Manny mad at us or
Twitter.
something?
I don't know. Well, I wouldn't say mad, but who is drawing? Who is Rick drawing? I'm trying to draw the Punisher. Valnid. But there's people that he just wants on more than others. You know.
Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to
I
do
don't
that,
care.
if you wanted to do is like tell us, I would do the same thing.
I'm not worried about it personally.
Yeah, I'm not either.
And there's the thing that most of the time at 11 o'clock and 10, 11 o'clock at night, I might be doing something else or whatever. That's
Yeah,
half the reason why I stopped streaming at that time. I wanted to get other things done. I'm doing
right.
one live stream a day now, so it gives me more time to do some editing, and I'm trying to get through stuff, do minor editing to a bunch of stuff, group it together, so I can do a lot of fast editing.
Right. That makes sense.
That way, I'll be able to put up a whole bunch of videos very fast.
Right.
And then I want to go through, and I'm just doing the easy stuff right now. From when I did my 60-60 challenge, I want to get all the scripture stuff out of it that I read and said
Yeah.
and talked about, so everybody can enjoy that without having to go through all of it. I did it for the day one.
Maybe you can,
I'm not worried.
yeah, I was gonna say maybe you give me an advice
Okay.
or something. I'm trying to do like these video series for like divorce, remarriage, whatever. What's your
For
view take
what?
on it? I'm trying to do like these
For
video
what?
series. I was trying to do this video series for like divorce, remarriage, because I know there's people who are in abuses and whatever. What is your take on
Yeah.
it as a Christian?
Obviously, God doesn't want anybody to divorce. That's spelled out in scripture. But there are good reasons to, somebody's being abused or whatever.
Right.
As for remarriage, I know there's a lot of different takes on that, and people can back it up with scripture or not back it up or whatever. Um, I personally think it's all right for somebody to remarry. I'm not sure whether I can back it up with scripture or not. It's just God wants good things for us, and
Yeah.
it does say in I think in Proverbs it's not good for man to be alone. So you could put that over to a woman too. It's not good for women to be alone either.
Right. I'm asking because I've been doing a
But
lot of research because I found this book called "Divorce: God's Will" with a question mark, and they were trying to do this one thing like adultery grounds for divorce. Not always, when it is grounds for it, because it says, if there's fornication going on, get out of it. That's
yeah,
why I was asking.
yeah. Well, is it grounds? Yeah, probably. But one should probably try and get to why the adultery was there in the first place and resolve it.
Yeah.
There's got to be forgiveness for that. If you don't have trust, no trust in a relationship, and that can bring about um, if you adultery can bring about lack of trust or no trust in your partner, and thus if there's no trust, it's hard to have an intimate relationship like that with no trust.
Yeah.
Uh, Vane says Adam divorced Lilith before Eve came along. Okay, I don't believe in. I'm not sure whether there was a Lilith in the Bible. Probably was somewhere, but I don't believe in no Lilith. Model says if the state and courts weren't involved in marriage, I think many would be more successful. Yeah, and there's the part too. Many people are just trying to get out of it, get out of things easy, become an
Yeah.
easy
Like,
cop out.
yeah, because today in society, it's not
Yeah,
about actual love anymore. It's just about like sex and money. That's all it's about these days. It's never about true love anymore. Not
yeah.
in some spots.
Well, I'm not even sure whether you could say marriage was always about true love. That is a little bit of a Western concept from what I know, because look at how many people in the Bible were set up. But then
Right.
again, look how many, you know, there was a few that you could see that weren't too.
Right.
And I'm not disparaging, looking for the one. But the one is also no matter whether you've got the one or not, you need to work because at it. Because one or no one, if you don't work at it, it's going down for the count.
Right. That's why I asked you because I wanted to get some stuff in it because I was making the video series and those are on private now because I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm letting the Holy Spirit truly lead me. That's why I'm trying to get advice.
Yeah. And I'm no marriage counselor or whatever either. I'm just a guy that's I'm just going from the little bit of scriptural knowledge. Yeah, Valned said, our idea of romantic love was an offshoot of chivalry, according to C.S. Lewis. Okay. Hello, Happy Playground. How are you? Glad to have you in here. Not sure whether you've been in before. I know you've been subscribed for a while. You came from Pusa Studios. I am live drawing the Punisher. Brandon's live. I think he's drawing something, but we can't see. He doesn't know
Sorry,
it
I'm
on
drawing Robin.
work.
That's what I got down so far. I'm trying to do his mask.
Ah.
This is being done in Phil Barassa / Jerome Moore art style because they both were the artists for Young Justice, and they probably still are. Unless Jerome Moore quit and now Phil Barassa is taking over, because I'm noticing a little change in the art style.
Velden says, "Is the Punisher going to be wearing a Toronto Make Me Laugh jersey?" No. Yeah, the Canadian Punisher.
Oh man, everything Canadian
It's
style.
a maple leaf. It's a you make the maple leaf into the skull somehow.
Right.
Put the eye slots in it, and the nose slot.
All right, pardon me for being silent here, gents. I'm just trying to make sure I get this mask nailed down.
Thank you, Hoppy. JP, he says, happily playground says, JP for hello, nice to know you have a new friend. Thank you.
Alrighty. Wait, did I do that right? No, I did not. Shoot. Okay, now I did it right.
So how are you today, Happy? Are you good? What's going on, my new friend? Okay, I gotta check out this link that the Velnid put in.
All right.
Canadian something.
Just do what you gotta do there, bub.
Okay, we were about to send out a search party. Laugh out loud. I figured someone said got. And remember to share this out, people. Get some more people in here. Yep, I wasn't taking the bait that apparently Mono was giving me. Hello, Space Galleria. It is going good. And no worries. I told people that I was going to be late coming on today. I was out at an appointment. I did get home early enough to start at noon, but I told everybody I was coming on for 1, so I figured I'd keep it that way. Ortiz is saying he's never seen a Canadian man come back. Yeah, because we're that fast and that good. We're in and out before you guys get there.
Looks pretty good, I guess. Okay. The notes. Yeah, people might hate me from using lined paper, but for me, it helps me out a lot.
I don't know what particular battle you're talking about. Ye? I'm lost. Just, to be a pain. I think it has something to do with that wiki link.
Okay, there's the face. Next, I'm going to try to do the rest of his body.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to take that one off there. My reference only has 5, so.
Oh, man. Okay, let's try this. Neck. Okay.
Oh, didn't see the French either.
Oh, man.
Oh man, what? My phone battery died, but I want to check on the chat briefly. Got to go eat. Oh, you go eat?
He got to go eat.
Just don't eat the DGB. Eat to the beat like you never had a sweet.
He says he's going to continue watching on the Xbox.
Cool.
Okay, shut up. Let's do this. Okay. All right. Below that. Let's try this.
That was after my tours. Oh, this should be up further. I was there at kickoff. Says, these.
You watching TV in the background there, Rick?
No. Well, my mom and my friends it's over. Well, that's both of our friends. They're just talking loud.
Oh, okay.
And although I do think they're might be watching us in the background there too.
This is literally the first time I ever drawn in the Young Justice art style, so this is pretty cool.
Yes, thank you for your service. The Punisher will take care of it now. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger playing the Punisher. Can we see that? Would we want to see that?
I don't think no one wanted to. I think he'd be the worst Punisher. With the Russian accent or wherever he's from. I'm not sure where he's from. He sounds like he's Russian.
He's Austrian.
Oh, okay. Either way, I still think he'd be a bad Punisher.
People can correct me if I'm wrong. About the Schwarzenegger. Is he from Russia? Come with me if you want to live.
Hasta la vista, baby. You are terminated. I'll be back. Yeah, yesterday was a heck of a tease.
What do you mean?
Well, a friend, actually brought over with him a bird that actually talks. One of those parrots. This thing had a potty mouth like crazy.
You're roboting there. Severely.
I said one of the friends of the family, they brought a parrot over, and this thing talked, and this thing had a potty mouth of the wazoo, which means the owner cusses a lot.
Let's see.
I'm not gonna say the last part of this thing was saying a whole bunch of words like "suck my." I'm sure go like. I'm saying to him, "What are you saying? What are you teaching your bird?" He goes like, "I don't know." Well, if you're not teaching your bird, then how come he's saying it?
Learning it from somebody else or the person before him? Let's see. John Bernthal is a good Punisher. ERT says, I like him for the role. Mighty Geek says, Arnold Schwarzenegger is Austrian. Elric says, I am a scorner chuck flash frozen scones at my enemies to take them out. Okay. He says laugh out loud. Uh, Indeed, mighty geek. Elric says, "What a waste of scones." Models, you didn't do it, did you, Brandon? And
Didn't
I
do
throw out
what?
their text. Elric, we will never see you coming.
Let's take a look at the chat for a little bit because I'm on the tab where it has the reference that I need to finish up my Robin here.
Sea, air, and land. Says EOTs. Stealing my stick again.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know. Manny has told me several times. I'd like to get more people watching those. I've got like 40 of them now. Over 40. I'm going to be probably putting up one again soon.
The lovely snack reviews.
Well, obviously, one for like the next week. I got to go get more snacks.
Great, now it's making me hungry. Think about getting some Doritos. Either that or Takis.
We've got those here too, the Takis, although they're not readily available. She wrote last night that she should send you some Hawaiian snacks to review. Yeah, they asked me about that, and I thought they were going to. And Manny asked me a few weeks ago, about a month ago maybe, about if he sent me them, would I do them? Yeah, I said sure. I'd like to. I'd like to even eventually trade boxes and stuff with people.
That's Stephen Gordon.
From different countries. I'd like to have that as a continuing thing. Make it part of my channel. I think a lot of people would like that in our community. It's just something fun, neat, relatively simple.
Right. Plus, hey, you get to eat while you're doing it too if you're hungry.
Yeah. No, he came in. He came in with a silver medal. Mighty Geek. Eric Ninikowski beat him out by about 27 votes. He was winning at first, and then he was really going up there fast, and then it slowed down. All his people voted really fast. All his people that were voting for him voted for him really fast, and then yeah, no shame in that. But he got cheated, in my opinion.
Yeah, those drawings I showed you before that I did, I'm thinking about selling those and I'm going to keep on working on them.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, because right now I'm trying to get rid of some stuff just so I can make room for other stuff because I'm going to be doing some more gaming videos. The next one I really want to try and do is Falling Skies, the video game. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, that does exist. That's an actual game. I'm not kidding.
Now people believe anything about various games they call. Yeah. Elric Scrolls. That would be it.
I didn't care much. I never cared much for the series itself, but the game, it looks a little bit promising, so I don't know much about it yet.
Okay. Catch you later, E. Nobody can see my drawing the foot. Need to get a foot ahead here.
Ouch. Well, when they did this one Robin, they made him have a huge neck. Look at this. It looks like he has a long neck.
Yeah. We got Inkwell. Haven't seen him in a while in the chat.
Hello, Inkwell.
Not much. I am drawing Punisher. And my fine fellowed fiend here is drawing Nightwing from Young Justice.
No, I'm drawing Robin.
Robin from Young Justice.
Mm-hmm. Well, in the Young Justice art style because they got him done up in a new 52 Robin outfit. This one particular picture before season 3 came out.
Thank you for the. Now time for the hard part.
I gotta let my hand rest for a bit.
Hearts? How many hearts does it have? Oh. Wellman says Robin is better.
He is. He really is. Nightwing's good, but Robin is better.
So, are you just talking about Dick Grayson in particular, or
Dick Grayson? Yeah, Dick Grayson, because he was. And the other thing about it, in the other stuff, he was never a Nightwing until maybe the 80s.
Actually, it was before that. We read, I think it was yesterday, that he became Nightwing when he was 19 years old in the comics.
Yeah.
I think in Batman the Animated Series, it said after college. Somebody was saying.
Right.
So there's a bit of information on the Boy Wonder, the Boy Blunder. I mean. Sorry, it is the Boy Wonder. Boy Blunder is what the Joker calls him. Blunder.
Supposedly, Matt Reeves is going to be Batman for the Batman Solo in 2021.
Okay.
And for the new Joker movie for Todd Phillips, he kind of looks like Heath Ledger's Joker a little bit.
Oh, Matt. Okay. You're saying Matt Reeves is playing the Joker, or is he playing Batman?
He's playing Batman. Todd Phillips is doing Joker.
Okay, what's happened to what's his name?
Ben Affleck?
Yeah.
I really don't know. I was actually surprised when I heard about that because someone said that he didn't want to be Batman no more.
You know, he really wants the role, and then he's in it like 6 months, and sorry, don't want it no more.
Yeah, that makes no sense. That doesn't make any sense.
He was good in the role as far as I'm concerned, but you got to get actors that are going to be committed to these parts.
Right.
In my opinion, anyways. Yeah, let them do whatever else they're going to do, but all at the same time, commit to these particular roles that way. Because we don't like seeing a switch every 2 years or every other movie.
Right.
Or at least I know I don't.
The way I see it is it's better at being just a classic, just leave it alone. The more they keep making reboots, the more they're going to keep losing money. I mean,
Yeah, well, the only reason they make a lot of reboots is because you have to switch actors.
Yeah, I know. I understand switching actors part, but at least keep the suit. Like for Michael Keaton's suit, I understand he can't be like the Batman like he was, but some for being Bruce Wayne for the Batman Beyond film, but put someone else in the different suit as a younger Bruce Wayne. Something, but don't change the suits or anything.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing. That every movie they've got to change the look of the character. Why do you need to change the look of the character?
Right.
The look of the character doesn't change from comic to comic.
Right.
Every month, or every year or whatever.
I mean, heck, they even had Henry Cavill in the original Superman suit that was worn by Christopher Reeves, and he looked dang good in it. Why did not just keep that? Or let him wear the Brandon Ruth Superman Returns outfit. Either way, it'll still look good.
Oh, no, not the Superman Returns. No. That is a bad idea. But they should have made it a little bit more lighter and all that. See, unfortunately, they wanted to go with the whole dark aspect of, Marvel was doing this light thing. you have to change the look of the characters between films because costume designers are unionized too. Iron Man's suit changes from comic to comic. Well, that's a bit different because Iron Man is got different suits for different things, and
Right.
he's always upgrading. So that's a bit different, but Superman suit stays the same, from comic to comic.
Mm.
Batman's, for the most part, stays the same as well.
That, or at least, as I'll show you, they could at least kept it like, get this thing out of the way, like this. That's probably what they should have done. And it looks pretty good.
Yeah, that looks good.
I mean, it's missing the red briefs, but hey, it's still pretty good, to my opinion. Where's the one where he was wearing Christopher Reeve's suit? Or even this. This looks pretty good. Just darken it up a little bit. It's too bright, but
yeah. Those look good. That stuff probably would have been good,
yeah.
but like I said, they didn't want Superman to be all bright and all that. Marvel was doing all that sort of stuff, so
Yeah.
it's like let's make our universe dark and grungy. And you want to know who liked it? Nobody. Yeah, if do a Batman movie dark and grungy, fine. He's a dark and grungy character, but you don't do Superman dark and grungy. That's just cringy.
Right. I mean, here's even him in the Christopher Reeves outfit. It'd be a lot better than gray, but back in the day when he was a bit skinny. But yeah, I like the Superman Returns outfit. But the only problem I have with that is, they didn't have the S on the cape like it's supposed to, and instead had the S on his belt buckle.
Well, I did mind that. Well, the thing that I think I minded about that is they had, and I think they did it with, no, did they do it with the new one or not? Where it was raised above. It wasn't built into the costume itself. It was, something you slapped on over top.
All right.
Or that it seemed that way. Not that might put it a little bit too. Bellman said, "Thank goodness we didn't get Nicolas Cage Superman." Yeah, that I can agree with.
I probably would have given it a chance, but then again, when it comes to what's his name, Tim Burton stuff, it's always going to be weird. The only thing that made it a little bit more comic booky with Henry Cavill is the amount of muscle mass he has. According to some people, it wasn't just a muscle suit; that was his actual muscle protruding through the suit. According to some people.
Yeah. Well, a lot of these actors and actresses now they do stuff for the role. They bulk up if they need to. They do what they need to do to fit the role. They're really hardcore. A lot of them.
Yeah.
They get on a workout plan or get super skinny or whatever.
Yeah.
Which I think is good in some ways, bad in others. Bad for their health, I would think, going.
The thing I would do is I would want to bulk up pretty much like Brandon Ruth, because it's just me, but I liked him as Superman. He did pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, because he looked like Chris Reeves, like Henry Cavill, and I'm noticing they're trying to keep that face because that's supposed to be the true face of Superman. I'm noticing that a lot. They did it with Tom Welling. They did it with Brandon Ruth. They did it with Henry Cavill. They're trying to keep that same Chris Reeves face.
Yeah, well, that's what they've made the face of Superman look like, almost since him,
Yeah. And they did a pretty good job. They really did. Oh man.
Bit tired there, Brandon? Did you get a good night's sleep? Model says he's off. See you later, gents.
I slept a little bit. Okay, I was up. I got up around like 1 in the morning though, and I couldn't get back to sleep. So all that fun stuff. Now I'm probably gonna get less sleep because I'm nervous about doing this server job. So it's gonna make everything a little bit more worse for me now.
Don't let yourself get nervous. Just, The thing is, Brandon, either you make it or you don't make it. There's not. You go there, you do your best, and that's all you can do, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Either it ends up being in the cards or it doesn't. Yeah. And you potentially learn something from this situation. So as long as you come out learning something,
Yeah, that's true.
becoming all worried over it. Do you think it's really going to help you do the job, or do you think it's going to hinder you do the job?
I think it might help me because it'll give me some more experience that I need as well for future jobs.
No, I'm not talking the job itself. I'm just saying being nervous about it. Worrying about it.
I don't know.
Worrying about the job is probably going to make you screw up more because you'll be second guessing yourself. Maybe it'll make you fumble or whatever.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that, to be honest.
Yeah. So, like I said, just don't worry about it, You go there, you do your best. And come what may.
Right.
It was more George Reed. Oh. In your opinion. Well, George Reed came before all of them. Not sure whether he came
and he forgot Dean Cain.
My mom's got to get her 2 cents in there. Or it's at 5 cents. Tell me, people, is it 2 cents? Was that 2 cents or was it 5 cents? Has inflation made that go up? Somebody giving their 2 cents.
Okay, question for everyone in chat. For those who are Christian, what Bible do you use? I use both Geneva and King James.
I have no idea what Geneva is. I've got about probably 10 different versions around the house.
Well, I use King James. Geneva, I thought that was the first Bible. It wasn't. But as far as I know, that was one of the first Bibles that were to have footnotes. So that was more just a regular Bible. That was actually a regular Bible / study Bible. which is pretty good because then you don't have to buy a study Bible to understand what each individual thing means because you have it right there in the footnotes.
Huh. Velned says he uses NIV and King James. Well, I know my mom uses Amplified a lot. She likes it because it has a tendency to expound on the meaning.
Right.
So hopefully you don't miss the meaning.
The only reason why I stick with the classics is because not just because I'm a classy guy, but I want to stick to its purest form as possible with God's stuff in the Bible because I want to make sure I'm sticking with the pure stuff.
Then you better go get yourself an interlinear. Brendan, what the heck is an interlinear? Do you know what an interlinear is?
I was about to ask. I was making a face go like, what the heck is an interlinear? What the heck?
Interlinear is basically they have the Greek or Hebrew, whatever it was written in originally, and underneath they have the English translation. Well, I guess if you're Italian, it'd be Italian, but in our case, it would be English underneath. That way, you see a direct translation word for word. So instead of it being a little bit, I'd say edit it, but cleaned up grammatically. Because when you translate stuff, you need to you also need to put it grammar wise and all this.
Right.
And sometimes you need to spell out a concept or whatever. Like I heard this a long time ago. There was some people were trying to translate the Bible into some tongue that like tribe in Africa or South America or somewhere like that. I forget where exactly.
Right.
And these people didn't have a word for faith. So they asked these people basically, so what would you call it when, and they've got a chair or something like that, and they say, what would you call it when somebody's holding the back of the chair while you're leaning backwards on it? That you're trusting them not to, drop the chair on you. And they're like, we don't have a word for that. So that in their Bible, their quote unquote Bible, the word for faith ended up basically becoming that idea. So, where we say by faith, you were saying they would say by holding the back of the chair while somebody's sitting in it, leaning backwards.
Right. Yeah. As I was saying, like I'm a classic guy. I like the original stuff. I came across a post saying like, "Stay humble, stay original, and stay real."
Yeah, I guess that humble part really applies there, eh? Being a classy guy.
Right. Yep.
How humble are you if you're calling yourself a classy guy? You let other people do it. No, I'm teasing.
I was about to say I'm humble enough to admit that I'm a classic guy. I like the classic everything.
But let's see. I don't know. I might just end up penciling. It's taking a long time to get the Punisher down. The gun is really taking a long time.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit challenging when it comes to like machines and stuff like that, because you have to get down to little specs. Whatever I noticed that when I've tried to draw machinery. That's why it took me a long time to do Optimus Prime's head, and that's why I don't think I could do his body because I know it's going to take that long, and I know it's going to be hard because the little bits and parts.
Yeah, well, that's why you just do it bit by bit, plug away at it.
Right.
Because the more you do something like that, the easier it becomes, the faster you can get it done.
Right.
No, I don't do guns that often, so that's another reason this gun is taking me a long time.
Pink Panther. I don't know why, but this show I'm looking at is actually pretty decent. Pink Panther, the cartoon
When
series.
when is it made?
This one was made, I think during the '60s. It looks like because it looks like it was made
Oh,
from the '60s.
oh, yeah, that's the original. Sounds like the original Pink Panther cartoon then, which is good.
The newer cartoon for it is pretty good, but the original is actually better. That and I like the theme. I love the theme a lot.
So, what did the Pink Panther say when he came across an ant that he saw had died?
I don't know.
Dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end. Yes, I heard it ring. I don't need to check it right now.
Pixie Hickey, come here. Yeah. Wanna watch? Huh?
He's getting his thing to do work by watching him. It's a cat.
I'm taking a break from doing Robin. That's going to take a long time for me to do. My hands are killing me. Oof. So right now, my kitten with me is sitting here watching Pink Panther, which she's really into the show. She's literally staring at the screen.
The old Pink Panther. It's so good it entertains your animals.
I guess so. Either she'll, either that's just because she's just a baby. She's trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Before that, she was actually watching the live stream with me too while you and I were drawing. She was literally sitting up on the chair that's right behind me, just watching the screen. They're like, what the
Well,
heck is he doing?
cool.
Yeah, my wife's cat is around me a lot, but not as much as this one kitten. We named her Pixie. We got another one named Precious. But Pixie, she likes to stick around and watch what I do most of the time. She never leaves my side.
Well, it certainly sounds like your wife named the cats.
I named one of them. My wife named the one kitten Pixie. I actually asked her if it was okay we can name the other kitten after my first pet, which was a rabbit named Precious.
Uh,
She died after having a tumor on her face. I don't know what it was. It might have been maybe cancer. I don't know what that thing was, but she died from that. She had to be put down, and we went ahead and named the kitten Precious. So we got two girl
uh,
kittens. We got one named Pixie, one named Precious, and Pixie never leaves my side. I'm noticing that pretty well.
and who named the rabbit originally?
Who named the rabbit originally?
Yeah,
My birth mom did. There was no room in her apartment, so she asked my adoptive mom if we
yeah.
could come in, and we said sure. and she was a baby to us. We loved that rabbit like crazy.
I only asked to be sort of sure of my analysis. So basically, a woman named both animals.
Pretty much, yeah. I was okay with it. I had no problem with it.
Not that there's anything wrong. It's just like it's a woman. Those seemed more, and I know maybe it's sexist or whatever, seem more like a woman, like a name that a woman would name their animals. Precious and Pixie.
I thought they were cute
It just
names.
seemed like girly names. Not
That's
that there's
because they're
anything wrong.
girls.
Not that there's anything wrong with girly names.
I know. We got one boy cat. It has a girl's name for it. She named him Eevee. That's the name of a Pokemon. I didn't name the cat. She had the cat way before I met her. Yeah, but this one kitten over here is basically a daddy's little girl because she does not want to leave my side, especially when I'm trying to go to bed. What are you doing? Huh? What's that?
I'm bugging you. You're mine.
I'm talking to the cat.
Yeah, that's the cat. The cat's saying, "I'm bugging you." Mine. Trying to be a
No,
pain
you're
in.
not. Sorry.
Trying to be a pain in your butt.
Hey, you ain't getting no more snacks. You're not gonna be a fat little piggy like Eevee. You're not gonna become that. You're not gonna be. Yeah, with my other cat, Eevee. He's a pretty big boy. I can't call him fluffy. He's fat. He's both fat and fluffy.
Flat and fluffy?
He's fat and fluffy. With this little stinker over here, she is this fluffy, and I'm not gonna let her get fat like her brother.
Fluffy and fat.
Kind of reminds me of that joke from Gabriel Iglesias. Was like, I'm not fat, I'm fluffy.
You just can't see it. You can't see my skin. It makes me look so much bigger.
So what are you doing? Are you starting a donation poll now? Because I'm noticing in the description box you got your PayPal Me thing up there.
Yeah, well, that's for anybody who wants to donate
Oh,
to
okay.
the cause of Cross Comics, or the cause of Rick Piper. I don't know what the cause of Rick Piper is. You know, no, I'm here. I'm here daily doing content, so I'm providing other content. So
I would donate if I would, but I got so much stuff going on, it's not even funny. Plus, I don't even know what's going to happen when I get my other paycheck from this other job. I'll probably try and put in something. I'll do my best.
Yeah, well, it's for whomever. As I grow, a lot of YouTubers have it, so it's just out there. People want to contribute because they like the content or whatever.
Right. Originally, I wanted to do that, but I don't know if I still want to do that because I don't want people thinking like I'm some kind of like false teacher or whatever. Because when I do my videos, when I do my Christian videos,
you're roboted out there.
I was saying I don't know if I ever wanted to do donation polls again because originally I wanted to after the house fire happened. I'm scared if I do that now, people are gonna think I'm like some kind of false teacher or whatever because I'm noticing there's a lot of people who are doing it. And And I do my videos. I'm not looking to get paid from it. I'm just there to basically teach people. With
Yeah.
my biblical teaching videos, those are the only videos they will never ever have ads. The only videos I want to have ads on is my gameplay videos and my cosplay videos because I want to start doing those. But for teaching videos, those will never have ads because when you teach God's word, it should be for free. You shouldn't be looking for, hey, give me money for teaching, give me money for teaching. And it's
Yeah,
like,
well, guess what? If you get your thing started up, if you get once you get 1,000 people,
right,
and you say you get monetized, guess what? You put it up, you're not charging anybody to watch it. You're just getting YouTube is paying you money to be there because
right.
people come and watch you. Or they so the fact that there's an advertisement up, and you can't help it whether there's going to be an advertisement up. I don't think you can choose which ones get advertisement and which ones don't. And Mighty Geek saying, Brendan, what are you going to teach?
What am I going to teach? Um, if you look at my videos on my channel, Mighty Geek, I got some teachings up there. I was trying to do one about divorce and remarriage, but I think I
You're
messed.
roboting again.
Sorry. Um,
I only tell you because when you robot, nobody can hear what you're saying. So
sorry. I got some teaching videos up there already. I wanted to do some about divorce and remarriage, but I want to make sure I'm listening to what God's leading me to before I do that. I went into it a little too quick, and I'm going to have to make an apology video for that because I went into it too quick without letting the Holy Spirit run through me. I was going off my understandings, so I have to literally sit down and listen before I jump into things. And I probably should do it the whole entire time, but nope, I got stupid.
well, the good thing is you listen to a whole bunch of other teachings on it. Go
Right.
through the Bible yourself. You
Mm-hmm.
know, there's going to be a lot of thoughts on it out there. I can tell you that right now, and
Mm-hmm.
you probably know this yourself. Um, really the thing is we gotta do grace mixed with mercy. There's a whole lot to take into. Probably Paul is where you want to learn a lot from in the epistles, what he has to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing in reading that stuff, make sure you get it into cultural context
Right.
because cultural context can mean a lot sometimes. You know, you got to remember Paul was writing to first century Jews. Is our
Right.
culture anything like theirs?
Hmm. I don't know.
So,
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
well, our culture obviously is nothing like this. We have all this technology. If you want something similar to what they would have over there, you look to the Middle East nowadays,
Right.
and that's not that's close, but not nowhere near completely accurate. You know, and I just say you get cultural context because it adds a portion to it. Like there's a scripture in the Bible. You probably know about it about going the extra mile.
Right.
Now, what does that mean to you? I don't,
To me, it means when you go the extra mile, you're going the extra mile to learn more, to know what's up. Like if you're trying to find out what's true, then you do your best to find the truth. If you find something that's false, then
yeah,
don't listen to the thing that's false, but search for more truth. Because in the
yeah,
Bible it says, "My people perish from the lack of knowledge," and there's
yeah,
another verse that says, "The truth shall set you free." And we're seeing a lot of
yeah,
that today.
yeah. But that scripture is that's good. But that scripture was more. First of all, it was talking about going the extra mile to help somebody.
Oh.
If you remember right, like if a thief, steals your one part of your clothing, give them your cloak also, or whatever. You
Right.
know. So, but here's something to get that in context. In Roman days, when Christ was talking, they had mile markers,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And by law, a Roman officer, a Roman soldier could come along. Say you're going to Jerusalem and he's going to Damascus, right? Totally
Right.
opposite directions, right? You're going to Jerusalem. He comes by. He can require you by law to carry his stuff that he's got a mile, and you couldn't do a darn thing about it. Now you got to remember, as a Jew, you hate this guy. You despise him.
Mm-hmm.
So now you've got to go. You've got to go a mile out of your way to carry his stuff in the opposite direction. Grace said, "Don't just do the mile that's required of you by law. Go an extra mile." That's just crazy radical love.
Right.
Would you want to go an extra mile for somebody that you hated and despised?
Hmm. I don't know, to be honest. From my point of view,
Well, just as a person, do we really want to go the extra mile for somebody that we're not really? I'm not sure who the third person you hate the most in the world for, is. But take say Saddam Hussein when he was alive or whatever. Would you want to carry his stuff a mile?
probably not.
Christ said carry it 2 miles.
What was that? You roboted it out for a little bit on my end.
Pardon? Oh, sorry. Christ said not just to carry it the mile. Say for some reason you lived in his country, when he was alive. Not just to carry it the mile for him, but carry it 2 miles. That's just crazy in a lot of ways to tell people, yeah, just don't carry it the mile that's required of you. Carry it 2 miles. That's in cult. That's what I mean by cultural context, because these people hated and despised the Roman Empire. So carrying it 1 mile, they were
Yeah.
already. Now he's saying, do it not just the one that's required of you, do it a second one as well. Those people would have been looking at him like he was on crack or something. He was suggesting something very wacky to them, to say it nicely. So I don't know. Like I said, putting it in that context just makes it, to me, it makes it all the more powerful or mind blowing.
It makes sense, to be honest. And sorry for being quiet. I'm just really listening to what you're saying just so I can get a good understanding, because I really am
Yeah,
wanting to learn, to be honest.
yeah. But that's why I say you got to make sure you get stuff in cultural context, because now I don't mean, before I heard what this was in cultural context, I thought that meant, okay, your buddy comes over and he wants you to, help walk a mile with him home or do something for him. And it's like, oh, go the extra mile and, do don't just help them out for an hour and moving, help them out for 2 hours and moving or something like that. Who would be willing to do something for the buddy for an hour? Sometimes, even you do it begrudgingly. And like I said, that's what I sort of thought it meant. Then I heard about this thing, the mile marker and 2 miles. Oh my goodness. Crazy stuff. I don't know what. That's why I asked you, what did you think it meant beforehand? You know? It mean to me stuff like that when you get it in cultural context means a lot more. And there's lots of stuff like that, you know, because we're living 2,000 years removed from that culture.
Right. A lot of your stuff you're saying really does make a lot of sense. It really does.
I just, I'm not sure what more to say about it. I don't want to beat the dead horse too much. It's just
Oh,
even our idioms and all that, you know. It means in our culture, if you tried to explain, you know, killing two birds with one stone to somebody who didn't understand our culture, it's a hard thing to do, I think. Well, maybe not that idiom, but stuff like that.
right.
And we got to remember, it was written to, and Jesus was talking to first century Jews or first century people. So he was probably talking to them in ways that they would understand, and we might not grasp fully what he means. Yeah, there's some things that are easy to grasp, you know, fully what they mean. Don't kill. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Although
Right.
sometimes you think other things are self-explanatory and they have a way deeper meaning. I hope we're not boring too many people in the chat with this conversation.
Hmm. Not a whole lot of people are in, but there's some that are watching, so that says something. I guess they wanted
Yeah,
to learn a little something too.
yeah. I know my mom's watching and my friend on the TV, so or they were, anyways. And if anybody in the chat has any questions or comments, feel free to chime in. Unless your name is Linda McTavish.
Can't see. Mighty Geek was saying, first check out other religious channels to see what they're doing.
Yeah, that was to you for, you know, your teaching stuff and all that.
Yeah, I looked at a few. I don't watch a whole lot of these big time ones, like the Vigilant Christian,
Well,
because
I wouldn't call him a big one, but he may have
yeah.
a lot of viewing. But
But I've been checking out stuff like Dr. Gene Kim. He's pretty good.
uh, but yeah, there's lots of good channels out there, you know.
God bless you.
I guess
My mom.
that's the somebody in your house.
Yeah, my mom's sneezing.
Uh, are you able to show what you're drawing, Brandon, or are you still drawing? What are you doing?
I'm taking a little break, but I'll show you what I did get done, though. Oh, my back. Oh, that hurts. All right. I'm trying to get his shoulders done. Let me camera thing. Okay. Here's what I got done so far. I'm trying to do his shoulders. I got the mask done. I got his mouth done.
Gotta be mouthy.
What?
I was just joking. I said you gotta be mouthy.
My back does not like me.
Brandon, you sound like an old fart.
Hey, if I was an old fart, I'd be farting right now.
Old farts don't necessarily fart. They just ache and groan all the time when they move.
Research medicine. Pixie, what are you doing?
Hey, darling. Yes, I am.
Pixie, come here. Come on.
So, anybody else? Who is all out there? Who is all listening to the lovely conversation we're not having now?
Well, I think Mighty Geek might be listening along with Vlane, if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Velnid.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, Velvet. I don't know how to spell stuff like that. To me, it's just weird names. I can't pronounce them correctly, so I apologize. I know I'm one of the people who's watching, so because I'm looking at the chat. How do I do it? Nope. Nope. Which one?
It does look like I might get. Gotta find my other Japanese pen. I don't know where I put it.
That punch looks pretty good. I like that. That's the classic feel to it.
Thank you, Brandon.
No problemo. Do 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 do.
Oh, back up to 6. We were down to 5 guys. Yeah, I know what's going to happen. As soon as I'm pretty much done this, we're going to probably pick up again.
Well, I'm probably go ahead and scoot for now. My phone's about ready to die, and I have that on a charger.
Uh-huh.
All right.
For everybody out there, tomorrow is going to be Sci-Fi Day. Any ideas what you would like to see me draw on Sci-Fi Day?
Now I'm gonna be sure not to miss that tomorrow. Anyways, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
Be sure to watch my other videos throughout the day.
I'll be sure to check it out. I'm gonna be here all day. So, all right. So everyone,
Okey-dokey.
later, and I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully.
And then there was one. There's 7 watching. So we are almost done the Punisher. We got the guns to draw in. That's about it. I think I'm gonna try and start leaving stuff blank, and eventually I'm gonna color these, speed color them, and then put them up for watching that way for coloring. And if you've yet to, remember to like, subscribe. Dusty, it's like. And then there was one. Till somebody else comes in. So we got Trusty. Trusty's still around. Yay. Seems one's really the big time for people to come in. So what's new with you, Trusty? Or is there anything new with you today, Trusty? How's your dad doing? Uh, uh, okay, Rick. Yesterday, the memory care facility that we have been working with to find a place for my dad informed my mom that they would. Oh, that's just nasty. Hopefully, you can find out why. Yeah, for sure. And I don't blame you in the least. The worst part, I'd say the worst part is not knowing why, but that in some ways could be the best part. Because sometimes when you know why and it's the most stupidest, ridiculous reason ever, that sort of gets your goat to a lot. So it makes things, you get a little more ticked off, especially if it's a stupid, ridiculous reason. Ah, so does that mean you're back to square one for looking for a place, or what's that mean exactly for you, if you don't mind me asking? Does that mean you guys got to go find a place by yourself, or? At least the facility he is in now said I said he can stay there as long as we like. They have been very helpful. The downsides are that the room is small and there's no outside terrace and it's further away. Yeah, I can see that being a pain in the butt, to say it nicely. Uh, I don't know what it's like down there for this sort of stuff. Or whether you could. And I get wanting to take him out on a terrace or whatever, not leaving the facility. But as long as there's probably two or three of you, and you think you can, maybe from time to time you can take him out somewhere for a little lunch or whatever. That way you get him out or take him out to a park or something. I know when my grandmother was in that sort of thing, we could take her out for things. Not that we usually did because we didn't have a vehicle, but when my grandfather was in one, we took him. My dad had a vehicle. My mom and dad aren't together. I've been before since before I can remember. But my point is, the facility that we were in, he was in, my dad was able to take him out and do stuff with him or any other part of the family. Sorry. No, I was just saying. I'm not sure what the facilities are like down where you are, but I know where we are that sometimes I know there's no terrace, but maybe you and your wife or brother or sister or whatever, I'm not sure what your family is, or one of your kids can take them out to, a park or picnic area and have a little picnic lunch or whatever. Yeah, sure, you probably can't do it all the time, but it'd be something to do since there's no terrace or whatever. As long as you think you can handle them. Because my dad did that with my grandfather who had dementia. Me and him took him out a couple times. I hope we get to the point where we can take him out for excursions. The problem is that once he gets out of the building, he refuses to go back in. The facility had the police. The facility had to get the police to help last time. Yeah, that can definitely be a problem. Never had that sort of problem with my grandparents. The one had Alzheimer's, the other had dementia. They were, for lack of a better way of saying it, easily controlled for stuff like that. So, of course, So of course his dementia had his mind convinced that he was arrested and assaulted. Yeah, I can see that happening. The thing is trying to get in their mind state enough to figure out what they think's going on, convince them enough that it's not, it's something else, and that they need to do something else. Yeah, come in with me to this place to the party. Or something like that. Or where they think they are. Tomorrow that's going to have to change to O2. And stuff like that also makes it even harder for you to leave, too. You got to leave, do stuff. Makes it so hard to leave them. Yeah, so changing the subject. I submitted my samples, some of my samples of subsequential art to Indie. Oh yeah, for what project? What project is that again? Trusty. Oh, you just heard they're looking for artists. Yeah, probably to do some of the projects that they're planning on doing. Should send some to me too, Trusty. Because although I'm not looking specifically at this right second, if things go good with my Indiegogo when I do it in May or June, I'm looking. I'm hoping that if things go really well, I'll be looking for artists to do my various books. If you're interested, of course. Because yes, I'm an artist, but I can only do so much. I would like for, if I do it in May, I would hope, I'd like to be producing at least 4 books a month. Oh, no problem. I understand greatly. Does that mean you need me to repeat something? Or I was just saying, as long as things go well with my Indiegogo project that I'm hopefully going to be doing in May or June, depending on how well they do, I'd like to be producing, hopefully by the end of the year, maybe 4 books a month. So you want to send something my way too for your subsequent, you know what I mean. And we are down to 3 viewers. Doesn't really look like Castle in the face, but I think it looks enough like the Punisher. So it is 10 after 3. Not a lot of people here, so I've got my Punisher done. So I think I'm going to end the stream for now. So remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, share, and comment. Have a great and wonderful day. Check out all my descriptions in the links in the description. You can find me on YouTube, here on YouTube, obviously, Twitter, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. So we'll check you all out later. Bye for now. God bless.